flood story in the Hill Country in Texas continues this morning. We'll get to that in a moment. But right now, we are also following a flood warning closer to North Texas. Overnight, Bosque County officials issuing a mandatory evacuation for people living near the Bosque River. This is about 90 minutes south of Fort Worth, if you know that direction. Chris Sadeghi just got to the town of Meridian. He is with us with a firsthand look at what first responders are watching for. Chris, what's the scene this morning?
Well, Mark, communities that are along rivers and creeks, no doubt they are keeping a close eye on those waterways as we are right here by the North Bosque River. And as of right now, it is not at a dangerous height, but we do know that because of all that rain, it makes its way downstream. And that is why they are on alert this morning. We want to show you some video that we got yesterday that shows that the river was rising during the daylight hours here in the town of Meridian. They were taking preparations. This is not because, as I mentioned, of the rain that fell here. It was actually a rather dry day here yesterday because all of that rain in the area, nobody should be taking any chances at all, especially after this weekend and the tragedy we saw in the Hill Country. So the sheriff ordered a mandatory evacuation of a nearby RV park along the river, and also they set up the Meridian High School gym to serve as a shelter for others who did not find it safe to stay in their homes overnight with the risk of the river rising in the dark. These riverside communities, like this one in Meridian, have dealt with flooding before. They deal with warnings a lot, but this past weekend, the perfect example of why you should never get complacent or shrug them off.
It takes like a little certain sense of urgency, you know, like we take things seriously. Yeah. Because, you know, in this town, everybody knows each other and we look out for each other. And shout out to the Bosque County Sheriff's Department and everyone, the first responders, just keeping us alert and see what's next to come.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants to pay attention to those warnings. And as I mentioned, after this weekend, everyone should take those warnings very seriously, not take anything for granted. We will be watching the river this morning to see just how high it rises and if it poses any kind of danger. We'll send it back to you in the studio.